Hello everybody, it is Toni-Maree here, stinking hot in Canberra, 37 degrees today. This is not Queensland for gosh sake. I don't know what's going on with our weather. And they say there's no global warming. Yeah, right. We just don't get 37 degree days, like, 3 of them in 1 week. It's just insanity. Anyway, I know I'm not the only one suffering, but I wanted to talk to everybody today about getting you out of your own head. And the reason I wanted to do that is that I've been really, really messy. Now, there's all sorts of reasons for that. There's, and I told myself stories about it. Okay, I'm messy. I don't need to make a decision. I don't need to work out what I want to be doing this year because, Mum died. I had a tough year. I missed her over Christmas and New Year. Finances have gone to hell and back. And I stubbed the big toe. Whatever it happens to be, I came up with excuses, and that was my head and my ego getting control of me. And if you want to know about ego, it is the thing that's going to stop us. Read Eckhart Tolle's book now, because it is beautiful and it tells you really easily exactly what the ego is all about. And I'm not going to go into it here because that's a whole set of webinars. But one thing I wanted to do is that it's taken me months to get out of this, and I know that part of it is the transition from into a 1 year, and a lot of people are already ahead of me. They've already started to change and create and become the new you, but for me it hasn't been quite so simple, and I worked out why. It's because I wasn't trusting myself. I wasn't trusting who I am on the inside. I wasn't trusting my soul purpose, my intuition. For goodness sake, I give psychic readings, and I know that there's a higher purpose for everybody. I know we're connected to our soul wisdom, to our spirit. I know we're connected every day to the reason for being here, but I forgot it. And it stares me in the face every day when I give a reading. I chose to ignore it. I let my head get in the way of who I am, who I'm meant to become, and what life I'm meant to live. So I'm getting back on track. I'm loving it. There's ideas pouring out of my head. I've got like years worth of stuff that I want to do with everybody, but that's fantastic because now I can go through and pick the ones that are gonna work right now for everybody and for me, because what I give has to be for me. If it's not for me, then it's not going to work. It's not authentic. It's not integral to who I am. And that's just not the way I want to live. So here's a way for you to start this journey. If you're still feeling like you're coming up with excuses, if you're hiding away, if you're procrastinating, if you're not living the way you want to be living, don't put it off. Okay, that's your first instinct. That's just the fear talking. Okay, that's uncertainty. Let it go. Okay, not easy, but just make the decision to let it go. Keep telling yourself to let it go, and that's what happens. So that's tip 1, is you need to let go of the ego. You need to let go of that uncertainty. You need to let go of all of that negative thinking in your head. And the only way to do that is positive self-talk, or talk to yourself in a way that says you've got a bigger mission here. You've got a bigger reason for being. You have more to do. You have fabulous things to experience, amazing people to meet. And why would you want to give that up? Because you're telling yourself you don't deserve it, or you're telling yourself, it's okay to just sit and hide. It's not. It is not okay. We don't know when we're going to pass from this life. Life is way too short. You need to start now. So start telling yourself positive things. Now, I'm not saying be a Pollyanna about it. You need to pay attention to those thoughts that are going to serve you and help you survive in life. But I'm talking about all the other stuff. Okay, so number 1 is to actually pay attention to what you're thinking and ignore the negative stuff. Okay, and remember too, this is tip 2, it takes 10 positive thoughts to negate 1 negative thought. 10 positive for 1 negative. So what I would love you to do is stand in front of a mirror, and instead of saying to yourself, these are the things I don't like, lumpy thighs, big tummy, hate the colour of my eyes, no. We are going to do some mirror work, okay? It is really tough to look yourself in the eyes in the mirror and say, I love you, but I want you to do it. Give it a go. You may cry, it may not make any difference to you, you may giggle, it doesn't matter. The idea is to be silly and to look at yourself and say, I love you. And then look at yourself in a full-length mirror if you can and describe the things you like about yourself. Okay, so for me, big eyes. Love my big eyes. Love my smile. All right? Not perfect teeth. Don't care. Right? Love the new colour in my hair. I did that myself. I love it. It was me being creative. Right? Love my long fingers. Right? Okay, so they're always things that you love. As soon as you go to a negative, you've got to find 10 more things positive. You'll find that you get into the positive pretty quickly. And then number 3 tip is to actually get out there and be creative. So get out of your ordinary day-to-day. Be creative, for me, and the way I describe it, is to actually do something you wouldn't normally do. So, as an example, I rode down to the Murrumbidgee the other day, which is about 5-minute car drive from my place, which is about 15-20 minute ride. Rode with my daughter, got a flat tyre, could have made the flat tyre all doom and gloom and this is the end of the world. Or what we did is rang a dad and said, okay, you need to come and bring the repair kit or come and get us, which he was on his way to do anyway, but meet us at the river. And I said, hey, check that out. There's an ant's nest there. Pay attention. And we looked at the ant's nest. It was a huge colony. There were like 6-7 entrances into this ant's nest. They were taking in pebbles. They were removing twigs. They were bringing in food. They were pulling apart other creatures to feed. They were dead, oh thank goodness. But they were pulling them apart to feed their young. We made some noise and they went into crazy let's attack and protect the nest mode. So notice the things that are around you. If you are musical, listen to some music. If you're an artist, as in a creator of artwork, go and create. If you love nature, go for a walk. Absorb what's going on around you. If you hate exercising, go for a 5-minute walk around the block. Okay? Get out into some fresh air, get some grounding, be creative, and really start to get out of your head and back into your life. Quick reminder, I'm going to be creating a challenge on Friday. It is going to appear in my group, Awesome Heart-Centered Fearless Women. I'd love you to join me. It's totally free. It's 10 days and it's all about getting into your life and being who you are and not letting this stuff like this messy head get to you. All right, folks, thanks for watching. Leave your feedback below. You can find me at tobeawesome.com. Just search up awesome, just search up Toni-Maree on Google and